What's up, everybody? Look, you're not in the picture no more. See? That's Natalie, MS Hope Art, MS Painter Chick. Just so you know, she's right there. I'm a blessed man. Anyway, there's no anyway to that. That's I'm a blessed man. Anyway, let's talk about something I think a lot of people don't discuss or think about. The people around you, they do love you. They do care. They might not show it the way you expect it to, or you want it to be. But they do love you. You have nice nails. I like your nails.
Thank you.
And some of us guys, you know, we don't see everything and do everything right. But we love you regardless. Anywho, so, I mean, when it comes to MS, I know that people don't understand, and it seems like you're alone in the world, and no one cares for you, and no one understands you. But there's someone out there that does. And a lot of times they do. You don't see it the way, because you're looking at it through your eyes. You're looking at it through how you want to see things, not how that person is seeing things. See, the thing that we beg for the most is that somebody understanding us, but we don't take the time to understand somebody else. So it's kind of a two-edged sword. It's like, you know, MS forces you to see things in a glass darkly, or see things clouded. Well, same thing for them, because when they're looking at you and they're trying to help, they're seeing things through a fog. Also, they don't know what to do. They're just as confused as you. They might feel just as lonely as you, because you weren't the same person you were. So when all they remember is the shell that you were before MS, not who you are today. Where you're trying to deal with the changes of who you are today, that person or those people in your family are trying to deal with the same thing. They're trying to see, I remember this jovial person, happy-go-lucky person, and now she's detached, or you know, what seems to others as crazy, or I don't say crazy because that'll just make women fly off the handle, and some guys. But, you know, it's misunderstanding. It's not taking the time to understand, but it's not nobody's fault. It's just the way certain things run. So you got to slow down. You got to take the time, and that's something that people do not understand these days. It takes time to understand somebody like that and understand the disease. I've been dealing with this since 2003, and I still have a lot of questions, but I do get and understand a lot of what's going on, because I was forced to. I've lost my family a couple of times, and I'm trying to rebuild my life. Well, I'm not 30, 20 no more. You know, it's like, I don't feel like, you know, you get to a certain point in life where, like, I'm not as young as I used to be. I don't have as much time as I think I do, or I thought I did. So you really have to see what's important to you, and that's basically what I do now. Is I see what's important. Now, what's unfair about that is there's some people on there that you meet that had that robbed from them, that had it destroyed or taken from them, their innocence, their time, and it's just unfair to that person. And then what's really unfair about it, I believe, is for somebody to come into their life and for them to also to not understand and to not put down their walls and their defenses to show how much they care, and to show that person that they're truly loved. And it's hard for them to be loved because all they've seen is hell since day one. So for you to understand that that's what you're dealing with, and then that's what the other people deal with, it's a great stepping stone to understanding each other. And this goes for family, friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives. Because I think the marital divorce rate with MS people is like 98%. Then 20% commit suicide. And it's all because of a misunderstanding. Because the person with MS doesn't quite understand that people do love them. And they want them to be around. And then divorce because the husband and or wife doesn't realize that they do care. They don't understand how to show they care. Or the person with MS is not quite receiving the careness because they're expecting care the way they had it before. And things are not the same as before. So, when it comes to you be love, even caretakers, it's just you have to understand that there's a certain amount of understanding you got to have. There's a certain amount of empathy you got to live with. There's a certain amount of just education you need with it. You need to listen to what somebody with MS is saying, and then somebody with MS needs to listen to what somebody with not MS is saying. Because they might not understand, but they're willing to, some people are willing to slow down and listen. And another thing that MS people deal with that, I can tell from my personal experience, we both deal with, we've had is you forget a lot. And it's nothing personal. It's nothing. It's just you do. And you can't explain it, and it sucks, and you hate yourself for it, but that's what happens. And, you feel really bad, but after a while of 1, 2, 3, 4, or after it gets to like the 15th time of you saying I'm sorry, it doesn't mean much to the other person because it's like you say it all the time. Well, you forget all the time. So in a way, it's like, and then I've noticed, like running my campaign, I've noticed I said I'm sorry a lot for having a disability, and I've had somebody without a disability says you don't have to say you're sorry, because they're here for you anyway. I said, well, you know what? That just showed me how how much they don't understand. Because it's not that I'm saying I'm sorry because I'm sorry I had to deal with a disability. I can help that. I'm sorry because I want others to know that, look, I know I want to say something, like now, I want to say something, and it just does not compute, does not get there. So let's sit back and try to learn a little bit from each other, and try to have more empathy for each other, and to step back and be more patient with each other. Because if you don't have that, then I don't know what to say, but we're going to need that. Now, I was talking about ladders yesterday, and that's a good way to put a ladder down for somebody to climb up. And hopefully you learn a little bit more about somebody. Take care, guys. Hope you have a good day.